I brought you into the land of Carmel to partake of its fine fruit, but you refused and entered to defile my land. This quotation from the book of the prophet Jeremiah, chapter 2, is a beloved one of Carmelites because it describes Mount Carmel. Mount Carmel is a mountain ridge running along the Mediterranean Sea in northern Israel. In Hebrew, Carmel means garden of God, Carmel, because it's a green land and reflects the mountain's lush green foliage and all the flowers there. But the name only describes half the mountain, the half facing the sea. Little wind and moisture get over to the other side of the mountain, which is sandy and brown and empty, a desert. Now, when we think of Mary as Our Lady of Mount Carmel, the question comes to my mind, which side of the mountain do you want to live on? We can choose to live in the green side, or, like the first Carmelites, or, unlike them, to live on the dry side. In Scripture, we see Mary choosing to live on the green side instead of fighting it, the dry side. For example, when the angel Gabriel comes to her, she accepts the will of God, green, instead of fighting it, refusing it, the dry. Or when Joseph decides to divorce her, she forgives him, the green side, instead of holding a grudge against him, the dry side. Or at the wedding feast of Cana, when they run out of wine, she says, do whatever he tells you. Very green response, instead of saying, what, they ran out of wine? How could you let this happen? This is a disaster, it's all your fault. That kind of complaining, very dry. Mary has obviously chosen to live on the green side of life. What side are you living on? If you're in the desert, Our Lady of Mount Carmel is inviting you to come to her, to live with her in the garden of God, Mount Carmel.